Good morning, my friends. It's Monday, May the 4th, and after today, we'll always add our number of the day to our calendar video, but I didn't want it to be too long for the first day that we did our May calendar. So flip in your May calendar to your very first number of the day page. Our number today is the number 22. So we're going to add that right here where it says the words number of the day, a nice 2 and a nice 2, and they should be the same size. We're going to decide if it's even or odd. Remember, there's a few ways we can do that. We can count by twos. We can look at just the ones column and decide if that's an even or an odd number. Or we can decide, is there a question that the double answer equals 22? I know that 11 plus 11 equals 22, so I know that it's even. I know that 2 is an even number because when I start skip counting by twos at 2, I say 2. And if I wanted to skip count all of the way up to 22, I would land on 22, so I know that it's even. Again, circle the number even. We're going to be looking at the number words this month. So the number word for 22, I need to write 20 and I need to write 2. So t, w, and e is a y sound at the end. And then 2, T-W-O. T-W-O is the way we spell the number 2, not T-O, to go, and not T-O-O, that you want something as well. We're going to do tally marks, which we're very familiar with. We're going to do 10 frames. We're going to do place value blocks. That's new. We're going to put number 22 in the circle here, and we're going to say what comes before it, one less, what comes after it, one more. We're going to draw it on a number line, and our number line doesn't have 22 spaces, so that's going to be a little bit different. We're going to count forwards from the number 22. And we're going to count backwards so that we end at the number 22, counting backwards. We're going to do some dots, like if I rolled 22 with dice, how many dice would I need? We're going to do a picture of what 22 might look like. We're going to do a number bond where the big circle is the number 22, and the other two parts are two numbers that would add to be 22 or would become the fact family for 22. We're going to do a whole part-part equation. Again, the 22 goes in the big box at the top, and the two bottom boxes are the numbers that would be part of this fact family. Then we're going to write some number sentences. It says sentences, so we want more than one. You can decide if your sentences are going to be addition or subtraction sentences, or you can work along with me. So starting at tally marks for 22, I know that 22 is 20 plus 2, and I know that 20 is 2 tens. So for each 10, I need 2 sets of tally marks. So I need 1 tally mark and 2 tally marks. That makes 10. I need 10 more. That makes 10, 20, and then I need 2 more. Notice when I do my tally marks, my up and down marks are tall, but they're very close together. And my line crosses, then I leave a nice big space in between. So I can easily see that I've got 4 sets of 5 plus 2 more. Before 22 is 21. After 22 is 23. You have to draw your own 10 frames, my friends, so don't worry. They don't have to be perfect. You're going to need 3 of them to make this number. And don't make them huge. When you make a 10 frame, there's 4 up and down lines in the box. And that gives you 5 spaces. So we know we need 10, 20, and 2 more. So there's 2 left over in this box. There are 2 full 10 frames. If you're going to color your 10 frames, make sure every box is colored. Otherwise, do the quick circles like me, which is our fastest way. When I look at my number line, I need to have 22 on it somewhere. I can pick wherever I want that to be. So let's say I want 22 to be here. Then I need to decide what would the numbers be above it. So it would be 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I can label the end. And before it, 21, 20, 19, 18, and I can label this end. Notice my line goes between 18 and 28, which means there's only 10 spaces on my line. You could put a 10 here and a 20 here, and then your 22 would be in the correct spot. But you need to decide what are going to be the boundaries of your number line. Notice there's an arrow on this side and there's an arrow on this side, which means that my number line would continue on and my number line would continue on. So I would never put 0 as this spot on my number line because then it can't continue backwards. Place value blocks are when we have ones are single squares that are separate. I need 2 of them. And then 10 are rods. So I'm going to have a big rod and another big rod. And each of these rods has 10 boxes in it. So you need 9 lines in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If my rod wasn't long enough, I just would add some on. So just double check that we have 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I had my rods actually at school, I would have 2 little cubes and I would have 2 long rods, and I would not have a big flat square like this that showed 100 because my number doesn't have any 100s. In dice dots, you can make your combinations any way you want. I would do maybe an 11 and 11 because I know that's my number. I could do a 10 with 5 and 5, a 10 with 5 and 5, and 2 more. I could do a 10 and 12, and I think that's the one I'm going to do. So to show 10 on my dice dots, dice going to 6, I need 2 that show 5, or any combination of 2 dice that make 10, and then I need 2 dice that make 12. And I know that's my 6 and 6. So I have 4 dice to show 22. If you did a different dice combination, that's okay. You could do dice that had 4 5s and another dice that showed 2, and then you would have 5 dice. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dice that all showed the number 2, and that would roll to 22 as well. On our counting forwards, we're going to put all the numbers in order. After 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 is as high as I can go. And then we're going to count backwards going from right to left from 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Notice this line and this line do not continue. One is going forwards and one is going backwards. I can do a picture of 22 things. I'm going to do a very fast picture using dots. 3, 6, 12. And then I've got 5 and 5 is 10. So my 10 and my 12 makes my number. By using these pictures that I created, I can do my number bonds very easily. I could do a number bond that said 10 on one spot and 12 on the other. I could do a number bond that says 11 and 11. I could do a number bond that says 12 and 10. I could do a number bond that says 5 and 12, 15, 17. So I'm going to pick the 11 and 11 because I like the double. And I want to know my double super quick for that one. So I then know that 11 and 11 make 22. 22 subtract 11 makes 11. I have both of those equations. A different part whole for this one. I'm going to put 2 in one side, and in the other side I would have 20. So then I know that 20 plus 2 equals 22. 22 minus 2 equals 20. And 22 minus 20 equals 2. Use your number bond, your whole part, your picture, your dice dots, your place value, or your 10 frames, or even your number line to help you write some number sentences. As many as you want. I think I'm going to do 3 today. So I'm going to do my double. 11 plus 11 equals 22. I'm going to do the corresponding question that says 22 minus 11 equals 11. I'm going to do the 20 plus 2 equals 22. I'm going to do my, I can't do that one. I could do 10 plus 12. That one works for me. 10 plus 12. I could also see that in my number lines. Equals 22. Or maybe you would do a number sentence that had many parts, like 5 plus 5 plus 6 equals 22, where that number shows you. Or you could use any combination of these to make your equations. Go ahead and do your number of the day. You could have been following along with me and maybe you're done already. Tomorrow I'm going to pause a little bit more so that you can do a little more independent on your number of the day work. But our number is 22 and we are showing it many ways. We're breaking it into parts and we're putting it into equations, both addition and subtraction. Equations with 2 parts and equations with many parts. Have a wonderful Monday, my friends.